The first text came at 2:03 a.m. and I froze. "You'll never catch me. I'm untouchable." It was her, smug, taunting, daring me to confront her betrayal. She didn't know I already had every piece of evidence I needed. My heart was racing, but my mind was razor-sharp. She had laughed in my face thinking she was untouchable, but the game had just begun. I walked into our apartment that night as if nothing had happened. She was sprawled on the couch, wine glass in hand, laughing at some private joke she assumed I'd never understand. But I saw the subtle tremor in her hands, the slight hesitation before she smiled at me. She thought she had fooled me. She had no idea I was watching every move, every whisper, every secret. For days I did nothing that she could detect. I smiled, I nodded, I acted calm. I let her believe she had won. Every flirty glance at her colleague, every late-night meeting, every lie she thought harmless was noted, recorded, and filed in my mind. The trap was invisible, but it was lethal. One evening she leaned close to me at dinner, whispering, "You're imagining things. Nothing is happening." I smiled politely, holding her gaze. The silence between us was heavier than any scream could have been. And in that moment I decided, tonight she would feel the first crack of her carefully constructed world. I sent her a text the next morning. Just 3 words, "We need to talk." She responded instantly, panic bleeding through her words. "About what?" "You're overreacting." I didn't reply. I waited. She could feel it, the calm before the storm, and her imagination ran wild. Every lie she had told came rushing back, and she knew she couldn't escape. The next hook hit when I began dropping subtle evidence. A friend she trusted asked a question she couldn't answer. A coworker sent an ambiguous text that only she knew the truth about. Every interaction, every small hint, chipped away at her confidence. She was unraveling, and I didn't even speak. She was unraveling herself, and the suspense was exquisite. By the time dinner arrived a week later, she was on edge. She laughed nervously, trying to cover it with charm. I dropped a casual remark about files my friend had sent me. Her eyes widened just slightly. I didn't notice her reaction. I let it linger. That hesitation, that fleeting panic was exactly the hook I needed. Later, when I invited her to sit with me on the couch, the room was empty. But hidden cameras I had installed days ago were capturing everything. Every twitch, every attempt to lie, every small slip that betrayed her guilt. I didn't speak. I let her mind do the work. She had laughed in my face, but now she was trapped in the web she had woven. The biggest hook came at the gathering I hosted a week later. She thought it was just a casual dinner with friends. But strategically placed screenshots, recorded conversations, and subtle hints from others slowly revealed the truth. Her laughter froze mid-air. Eyes widened. Panic painted her face. Every single person she had ever lied to was silently witnessing the downfall she never imagined. She tried to explain, tried to beg, tried to charm her way out, but it was too late. By then the suspense was unbearable. Friends whispered, glanced at each other, and she was exposed. The woman who had laughed at betrayal now understood the weight of every lie she had told. Even after the public exposure, I didn't shout, didn't scream, didn't gloat. I let the calm precision of my actions speak louder than any words could. Her humiliation was complete. Her heartbreak irreversible. Her regret eternal. She would never betray anyone again, not after the trap I had set so flawlessly. Days later, her phone was silent, her friends vanished, her secret lover had blocked her. She was alone, broken, and forced to face herself. I had walked away. Taken. The ultimate hook. I had exposed everything without ever raising my voice, without ever losing control. She had laughed in my face once, but now she would never find laughter again. Months later, I hear whispers of her downfall, of the careful, calculated destruction of her double life. She has learned, painfully and completely, that betrayal comes with a cost far higher than she ever imagined. And I smile quietly, knowing I never needed to hurt her directly. Her own lies did the work for me. She will never betray anyone again, and she will never forget the calm, unstoppable man she once mocked. She laughed at me, but I walked away, leaving her alone in the ruins of her deceit, humiliated, heartbroken, and trapped in the consequences of every single betrayal she ever committed.